Welcome to CDU, the global online learning community and the Catholic community of inquiry. In this short video tutorial, I'd like to take a moment to explain to you how to navigate the CDU online campus, as well as accessing a CDU course. Now you see, this is the portal through which you will enter the online learning platform. You'll enter your username and your password. Your username will be assigned to you when you registered for your CDU course to begin with, and the password will be the same as the one that you set up when you registered for your course. Now, if you've forgotten your password, no problem, just click Forgot Password, and Canvas will automatically send you an email to the email account at which you registered for your course, and that will give you an opportunity to reset your password. So I'm going to assume here, though, that you can get past this point, and I'm going to go ahead and log in to Canvas. Now, you'll see here, this is what we call the Canvas dashboard. The dashboard really is designed to alert you, first and foremost, to all recent activity. You see here that the recent activity is found on the left side of the page. I see 8 announcements, 9 conversation messages, 9 assignment notifications, and 7 discussions. All of these, by the way, are associated with the course that I'm teaching. In your case as a student, the announcements will be similar, but they will be associated with the course that you're taking. But before we talk about courses, we really should talk about setting yourself up in Canvas fully. To do that, you go to the top and click on Settings. Now you'll see here, these are my settings. Your settings, of course, will be your name as well as your display name. That sort of bare bones information will be imported into the learning platform. But the first thing you will want to do is enter a photo that goes with your name. It's very important for an online course to have a photo. It really establishes your full presence in the course and enables students, fellow students, as well as faculty members to have a face that goes with the name. So please do upload a photo. Now, it's also very important that you set up good contact information. Now, over on the right side, you will see the various contact information. The primary mode of contact that Canvas uses is the email address that you provide. This will be the email address that you check most frequently. Please don't use an email that you don't check very often, because you then will have trouble receiving important messages that your professor or perhaps CDU officials might send through Canvas. Now, in addition to the email address, and you, by the way, can enter more than one email address if you'd like, you also have the option of entering other types of contact information. You can see below here, for mine, I've entered my Twitter handle as well as my Skype number. And you'll have the option too, and we encourage you to enter your Twitter if you're on Twitter, as well as Skype. And this will, of course, also then provide another way in which you can be contacted. Now, having discussed settings, I'd like to take a minute to take you to what we call our online campus, and that's to be found over in the left navigation column under CDU Student Life. Let's go ahead and follow that link and see where it takes us. And yes, here we've arrived now at the online campus. We can see that there is a nice welcoming letter from our president, Dr. Marianne Mount, and we see below that there are a series of very helpful links. The Student Life Center, perhaps let's click on that one so you can see what's there. Well, first of all, you get to meet Kathy Vestermark, who's the person in charge of the Student Life Center, and you also see a series of very helpful links that have been placed here at your disposal. A help desk for if you have any problems or questions that are related to CDU itself. Information about the gala, the annual gala that CDU holds, which is also coincides with the graduation. The Almanac of Student Achievements. Digital Content, which is the new magazine which we have rolled out, which is a publication of outstanding master's theses that have been written by CDU students, as well as monthly announcements. And that's what we see in the Student Life Center itself. But let's go ahead and navigate back and consider the other links. The CDU Chapel, I'm not going to follow that link, but that one is important if you would like to go and post a prayer and pray in concert with your fellow students. The Resource Center is a list of various things that you may need to succeed as a CDU student. The CDU Student Cohort is an area where you can discuss the CDU courses and programs with your fellow students, as well as with Kathy Vestermark, the director of the Student Life Center. And the CDU Cafe is more designed for conversation of a more general nature, of topics of general interest, and there's also information there about how to join the private CDU Facebook account, which we have open to all members of the CDU community, which we would love for you to join. So this is, I think, a good overview of the Student Life Center. Let's now turn to the CDU Library. Again, that link is to be found over in the navigation column to the left again. This is Sister Rebecca Abel. Sister Rebecca is our librarian, and Sister has put together a large collection of resources dealing with theology, but also history, philosophy, some languages as well. So that there's a lot of information here. This is probably a place that you will be going fairly often to do research that's associated with your coursework. And speaking of courses, I would like to show you a course, but before I do that, I should alert you to the help button here. The help button is to be found at the top right corner of Canvas, right by the settings section that we looked at earlier. This is for problems with Canvas itself, that the learning platform's not working right or something is not going right. So if you first of all would like to learn more about the learning platform, I'm giving you a brief overview here of information that's mostly specific to CDU, but if you'd like to learn more about Canvas, just follow the link provided there, and you'll see that there are a lot of videos as well as guides, written guides that explain to you all the ins and outs of the learning platform. I've given you a basic overview, but there's a lot more to learn if you would like to learn. There's also various ways to report difficulties if you have them. You can do this either by sending a direct message to Canvas, you can call the support hotline, or you can do the live chat, and all of these services are available 24/7, 365, so you never need fear that you're going without help. Okay, so given that, let's go ahead and now take a look at a course. Courses you find up at the very top of your page. Now, of course, these aren't going to be your courses, these are my courses, but when you get in, you'll see your courses listed here. These are courses that I'm enrolled in as a professor. The ones you see are the ones you are enrolled in as a student. Let's go ahead and take a look at the one I'm teaching this semester. This is Biblical Greek. Really, it doesn't matter. It could have been any course. All of our courses have the same basic look on the landing page. So you see the course itself, the syllabus button here, which we'll look at in a minute, the introduction button, which you will use to introduce yourself, and then the various buttons associated with each week of the course. This is, of course, a 12-week course. Many courses now are only 8 weeks, though, and if that's the case, you only see 8 buttons there. But as we begin, let's take a look at the syllabus. And we see here that the syllabus leads us right to, as we would expect, a course description. Below the course description are the course objectives, the textbooks which you will need to take the course, one way of finding information to contact the professor, in this case me, not the only way, I'll show you another way in a minute, information about how to study for the course, the requirements of the course, and the policies of the course, many of which are generic to all courses and are to be found in the CDU Student Handbook. Below that, we have the various dates, key dates of the course. These are markers of assignment due dates as well as final exam and midterm exam dates. Over on the right side, you'll see a calendar as well. This is really for you to use at the moment, for you to upload or to mark key dates if you'd like, or to sync it with your personal calendar if you have one through Outlook or another calendar service. But below that is the various weightings of the assignments. This will tell you pretty much where your grade is coming from, how the grade is figured. And that's the syllabus. If we return to the home page, below the syllabus, the next thing you want to do after reviewing the syllabus when you first start out is to click on the instructor student introductions. Here we ask for your name, your parish if you are a member of a parish, the location from which you are taking the course, as well as your occupation should you be employed while you are in your CDU studies. And you see here I've already posted my introduction here, and if we were to continue down the page we would see the introductions for the various students in the course. So once you've posted your introduction and you've had a chance to read your fellow classmates and professor's introduction, you should then return to the home page once again, and now we can look at the course content itself. And naturally I think we'll start off with week 1, and when we click through week 1 we realize that the week 1 has come in a bundle here, which is called a module. This module is the content of all the lessons for the first week, as well as the assignments, as well as the discussion group. The discussion forum here is generally near the bottom of a module, at or near the bottom of a module. Let's go ahead and click through the discussion to see what this is. And you see here I've asked a question of the students right here, and then below this the students have answered the question. These questions and answers are really designed for us to get to know each other better, to respond to each other's ideas, above all to learn the material better. So it's very important that you participate fully in the discussion forum, and be sure to check that every day. And I want to call your attention to this button here which says subscribed. I've subscribed to this forum, so that basically means whenever there's a change in activity, Canvas will send me an email letting me know that someone has posted something on the forum. This is a good idea for you to consider subscribing to the discussion forums as well. That's another way to ensure that you can keep track of new activity on the discussion. Let's go back to the module itself. I don't have a written assignment for the first week, but perhaps I could show you a written assignment for the lesson 2 module to show you what one looks like. This is the assignment. This is the third from the bottom. Let's go ahead and click on this where it says week 2 homework, and you see here this is Greek homework. In this case, the student would do the assignment, and then there would be instructions in the student interface as to how to upload the assignment. It's very straightforward. Generally speaking, most of my assignments are uploaded directly into Canvas. Depending on the professor, some professors will have file share or some other kind of device. It really is up to the professor in terms of how he or she wants to set that up. And as we go back, let's return to the week 2 module, and I'd like to show you that the midterm and the final usually are not going to be found within the specific module. Rather, they will frequently be found at the very bottom of the lesson here. Here's the midterm. When the midterm is released, it so happens it's being released this week. Click on the midterm here and take the midterm and then submit it to your professor electronically. The final exam, however, is a bit different. Before you take a final exam, there's a few steps involved. The reason for this is that CDU requires that all final exams are proctored, and CDU uses an electronic proctoring service for which you have to establish an account first. So what you do when you're ready to take your final exam is you go to the left-hand navigation column and you click where it says schedule a final exam. Click where it says open a new tab, and at this point you will see information about how to set an account up with our proctoring service named Examity. This is a very easy process. It's a two-step process, but you have to do it. But once you've done it once, you never need to do it again. Clear to take an exam, and all you need to do then is schedule the exam with the CDU registrar. There's detailed information here on how to do all this. Let's return to the course itself. I should tell you here, you might want to contact your professor. Okay, and if that's the case, that can be done. What you need to do, there's a couple ways to do it actually. The first thing you might consider is going to the top here where it says inbox. What this will do is take you to, it's effectively an email account that you get that's built right into the learning management system here, the Canvas. This will enable you to another place to receive messages. You'll also get these directly to your email contact as well. So if you want to send a message, you simply click compose a message, and then you identify here who you want the message to go to. Now I'm not sure if students have the ability to do this. I can send a message to a whole course, but nevertheless, if you want to send a message to an individual, one way to do that is simply click on the individuals tab here, and you'll find the person you want if you scroll down. So this is one way to send an email to your professor, or indeed anybody in the CDU community. Another way, however, to contact your professor that may even be more straightforward is to go back to the left-hand navigation column again, and this time click on People. And I'm going to have to block them out here to protect people's privacy, but you'll have to trust me in this. There's a whole row of names down here, and if you want to contact one of them, all you need to do is click on that particular person, probably your professor most likely, and you would be able to get his or her contact information that way. Well, I think that's about all that I would like to discuss in this short video. I really thank you for watching. We at the CDU community are delighted that you are studying with us, and God bless you in all your studies and all your endeavors. Thank you very much for watching.